We are here at the studio with 6 different contestants with varying levels of ball knowledge. It's going to be our job today to try and put them in order of how much they know about the sport. Here's how it's going to work.
These 6 contestants just had their ball knowledge pushed to the absolute limit with 30 expertly crafted questions. Some were simple, but others surely left them scratching their heads. This is where we come in. While one of our producers is calculating the test scores off camera, we're throwing them into intense trivia and opinion-based rounds to truly separate the football masterminds from the pretenders. Then it's going to be up to us to rank them from 1 to 6 on ball knowledge based on everything they've said, without knowing the test results. Will we nail the rankings, or will their answers completely throw us off? Let's find out.
So now that everyone knows how the video is going to work, let's meet the contestants. Contestant 1.
My name's Steven. I'm a Real Madrid fan since 2012. And Ronaldo's the best player in the world, pretty much all to say.
6, down the line. You're the last, I can already tell you.
You already moved there now?
All right, contestant 1. Contestant 2 now.
Hi, my name is Giordano. I support Juve, and I can second that. Ronaldo's the greatest of all time.
So you're going to follow him right next. Actually, you support Juve as well? All right, so you're 5 now, and you're last.
Bro, Juve fan that supports Ronaldo. Imagine, the club that he said it was a small club too.
Juve fans know ball. If anything, they know ball. That's all I'm saying.
2 negatives.
Contestant number 3, please.
My name's Iñaki. I'm also a Real Madrid fan, and Ronaldo's the GOAT.
Can we get some Messi prop?
Where do we find these motherfuckers?
Can we get some Messi prop?
All Ronaldo prop.
Damn.
Hi, my name is Mark. I'm a big Torino fan, and you can find me on TikTok under SegWin.
Torino's the GOAT. He just joined Benfica, by the way.
Little do you guys know, I have a Italy
The Belotti kit. We all know that.
It was the only one left in the store. That's all.
You're a winner.
Contestant number 5.
My name's Mike. Most of the time I'm a Chelsea fan, and I'm here to win the challenge.
Contestant number 6.
My name is Steve, and I support Liverpool, and Gravenberch is the best player in the world.
Bro, best player in the
You
world.
are exactly where you're supposed to be.
Confidence.
I don't know, bro. To have an opinion on a guy like Gravenberch means you must know a little bit. Your takes might be shit, but you know something.
I mean, it's better than saying Ronaldo's the GOAT. It's more believable.
I agree. Put him numb.
All right, so now you met all the contestants. Let's move on to round number 1. So round 1 is called real or fake. We're going to be giving our 6 contestants 4 players, and they're going to have to decide if the description of the player was either real or fake. How comfortable are we, contestants?
We're good.
Pretty
Pretty confident.
Little nervous if I'm being honest.
Number 5, a little nervous.
Write that down, write that down.
Write that down.
It's all being taken
Number
account.
1's ready to go.
Yeah, he's
My
confident. First player, Paula.
Let's get into it. So contestants, this German attacker was a truly prolific striker back in his day. So prolific, he scored over 20 league goals in the Bundesliga one season in the 2000s, earning himself a transfer to a Chinese club at the turn of the decade where he played with Oscar. Since retiring, he has turned to politics and is now running for mayor of his hometown in Hamburg, Germany. It's a lot of information,
A lot to take in.
but a lot of hints.
Mayor,
turned politician.
do you guys know any, like, are we looking at a Weah situation where he turned president of Liberia?
I mean, my goodness.
What teams did Weah play for, guys? I don't know, actually.
PSG.
Okay, so they're all showing decent ball knowledge right now. They know a bit of way
5 and 3.
history.
5 and 3.
They got that right at the beginning, but this one ain't way up.
Yeah.
Tell you that right now.
So you guys are gonna have to raise your paddles on go. All 6 of you raise your paddles at the same time. 3, 2, 1, go.
Everyone false except the first contestant.
Contestant 1 is stressing right now. How confident are you with your answer?
From 1 to 10.
And also, we forgot to mention this. If they're able to actually name the player, you get extra, like,
You get brownie points with
brownie
us.
points with us.
Listen,
So, like,
you name the player, you stay at number 1. That's all
Yeah.
we're saying.
So tell us why you said that this is true.
So I'm not gonna, like, in terms of politics, I'm not gonna know who ran for mayor, so I'm not gonna go that far in ball knowledge. But with 20 goals Bundesliga and going to the Chinese league, I'm not sure what league he went to, so I just thought we were talking about, like, let's say, either Muller or something, so I just threw it up there.
Muller still plays at Bayern. That's very
That's my goal right there. He doesn't even know if he just scored in the Champions League.
If you would have said Mario Gomez or something, maybe we could
Little
have.
niche. Oh, number 6 is calling your name in, man.
We got
Right
number
now.
1 already.
That's how we're starting.
Tough.
So Vavar, break the news to the contestants. Majority of them could be wrong.
That was a false player. It was a false player. It was not a real player.
So number one, unfortunately, I don't think you're going to be keeping that number one spot very long. But we do have some more Pala.
There's 4 in total. There's some redemption, Millie.
Yeah, there's some redemption.
Karma. So the next one. This midfielder from the continent of Africa once played for Barcelona. He impressed so much in the Premier League that Barcelona spent 19 million euros on him in 2012. He left a couple years later for free to a Russian team though. One weird fact about him is that he has 27 siblings.
27 siblings.
My goodness.
27, that's
a wild
14
number.
families.
And if we made this up, it's a pretty crazy number to make up.
I mean, I don't know the answer to this, but 27 siblings is like... It sounds so fake that it has to be real, no?
I mean, that's for them to decide, Varvar. But, I mean, Barcelona flop, really? I don't know.
That played in Russia
The timeline
too?
does make sense though, because 2012, like there was a lot of players, Brazilians going to Russia. This is an African though.
A bit further east. But gentlemen, is this a real or fake player?
On go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Four
a bit more
trues
split
and
this
2
time.
falses.
A little bit of a mixed bag. So contestants 4 and 5, give us some of your reasoning on why you think it's false.
Well, I think it's false because I can't remember a player that was from the African continent that then went on to play in Russia. I can't remember right now one that was at Barca and then went to Russia. I know that Russia back then used to be the old Saudi.
It was the old Saudi regime, I get
I
it.
can't remember one that used to be like that. So for me, it's a false.
Eto.
Midfielder.
Yeah,
You guys said
true.
midfielder.
There we go. He's catching
Midfielder, African, got me thinking Kevin Prince Boateng, but there's only one Jerome Boateng, right? You know, there's not 27 of them. That's why I'm leaning towards the false.
So there is reasoning.
Yeah.
There is reasoning, and we're gonna go contestant by contestant. Who do you think this is? Because you guys said true. So contestant 1. And if you don't have anyone, it's fine.
You can just say.
I honestly, even then, I collaborated. The 27 years is too much.
That's what got him.
I called our bluff.
Bro's shooting like this.
Contestant 2.
As soon as you said Premier League and then moving to Barcelona, as well as African, first name that came to mind was Alex Song. Now, I'm not sure if he played in Russia, but I have a sort of recurring image in my head of him in FIFA 18 having a card playing for Spartak Moscow.
FIFA legend.
Not sure though. That's my only.
All right.
Good reasoning.
There's some reasoning there. Number 3.
I was also going to say Alex Song. Actually, I know he played for Arsenal. Big flop there.
And contestant number 6, same vibe.
I think it's Seydou Keita.
Seydou Keita. Okay.
Yeah, because I remember there was a Keita guy in Barcelona back then.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it might be him.
But even if that is wrong, that's still good ball knowledge and knowing Seydou Keita, you know. So
He's redeeming
have to
himself.
put him first
I can't say I know this. I can't say I know the brother. So.
All right, let's reveal. Is this a real or fake player?
It was a real player. And contestants 2 and 3, you guys both got it right. It was Song. Contestant 6, you still get the points for the true, but
We're writing that down.
contestant 1, like it's not looking good right now, but I'll give you some pointers. Just look at what contestant 2 and 3 are doing and just copy.
At least he's hitting. At least he's hitting.
Oh, my turn to read now.
we gotta switch it up, Millie.
All right, let's see, boys. Is this a real or fake player? I am a famous midfielder with a mohawk that is famously known as a rebel. I was also a big part of my country's most recent golden generation. I just scored a goal directly from the corner just a little bit ago, but I don't think that will happen again anytime soon because I just got arrested for drug trafficking.
What is the brother involved in?
Drug trafficking.
So he scores an Olympico 1 week and then gets arrested the next week.
I don't know, this one's a little...
This guy must have played United recently because he scored a corner goal.
I didn't realize he played for Arsenal,
We're the only team that allows corner goals, bro.
Any Arsenal players got arrested for drug trafficking?
Declan Rice, Odegaard, Saka's injured. I don't think so. I don't think so.
I don't know, but I don't know. The drug trafficking is very, very outlandish, in my honest opinion. But boys, do you think this is a real or fake player?
On goal.
Oh.
They got excited there.
I think 2 and 3.
Contestant 1, you saw that, right?
I didn't see
Oh, come on, man.
I got my answer.
All right. 3, 2, 1, show. Oh,
this is split.
Okay.
This is split.
Yeesh.
Okay.
And 2 and 3 went for different ones. So.
I'll let contestant 1 off this time. We'll start contestant number 6.
I think it's Raja Nainggolan.
Roma legend?
Yeah.
The Roma legend?
Mohawk Rebel.
He just got arrested because of drug trafficking, so I think it's him.
Okay. Contestant number 4.
It was Nangolan too, I think. Golden Age, probably Belgian years.
Was he a Roma legend? I don't know, but he was a good Roma player.
Roma player in the golden days.
In the golden days.
That's CL Semi. To say.
Contestant 2.
As soon as you said Mohawk, I'm thinking either Vidal or Nainggolan.
Serie A fan, obviously.
Serie A enthusiast here. How can I forget Nainggolan being a Juve fan? Every time he played against us, he was scoring an outlandish goal. But as soon as somebody said that drug trafficking charge, I remember an Instagram post 3 days ago from 433 saying that Nainggolan just got arrested for drug trafficking. 100% Nainggolan.
The brothers stopped in.
Okay. So what's the answer, Millie?
Gentlemen, it is Raja Nainggolan.
Scored an Olimpico.
Letting contestant 5 flip this thing. He's acting like he said true.
I don't know what he's talking about, bro. I saw red.
I don't know. It's been true the whole time.
Firms, you could do the honors for the next one.
All right. For the next question, this player is a Japanese midfielder that is most known for his stint in Serie A. Remembered for his elite defensive ability, he got himself a big move to Liverpool, where he unfortunately did not get more than 10 appearances. He later made a move to Scottish side Celtic, where he ended his career.
We got a Liverpool fan too here, so...
I'm hoping he knows him.
Oh boy.
Okay. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, that is a very...
It rings some bells. A lot of Japanese players at Celtic.
Yeah. I mean, someone with real ball knowledge would know this.
Serie A.
Couple of Japanese players in Serie A back in the
past.
Serie A Dons know this. I don't got a couple.
And we got a couple of them.
Juve fan, I'm looking at you.
Absolutely.
The Liverpool fan might know though.
All right, 3, 2, 1, reveal.
A lot of falses.
Okay,
4 false, 2 trues.
Serie A Don with a true.
The 2 trues. Who did you guys think it was?
It's UT Nagatomo.
Inter legend, that's your boy.
Legend. My goodness.
That's your boy.
Domain,
That's a
really.
banter era legend right there.
Yeah, definitely not thinking of Keisuke Honda. No, Nagatomo. That's wild.
2 Milan icons, honestly.
Yeah, of course. Nagatomo, legend. How could you forget?
Contestant 1, tell us the large reasoning you said it was false.
Large, I don't know any Chinese defenders in Liverpool.
Japanese, wrong country.
That's why.
Japanese, wrong country.
Does that change anything on your answer?
No, it's defenders in Liverpool, I don't know any Japanese.
Write that down, write that down.
Contestant 2.
First thing I was thinking of was Honda with the blue hair back in the day, and I can't.
Blue hair?
He had blue hair at one point.
Blue hair?
Milan fan doesn't know that.
Milan fan.
I must have not been watching that banter right here.
And I just can't remember him playing for Celtic, so I threw up the false, thinking you're throwing us off here with that.
How bad? Of elimination there.
Yeah, I was thinking of FIFA. There was a hero card, Nakata. Is that his
Yeah,
name?
that's a Roma player, I think.
Him, and then I was thinking of Wataru Endo for some reason. So just no one was really popping up. So.
And then contestant 6.
I thought it was Wataru Endo, and it's false because he's obviously still at Liverpool, and I can't think of any other Japanese player who played in midfield for Liverpool. So,
Well, his memory wasn't deceiving him because it actually is false. We just made this up. We took a little bit from different players' careers, so the answer was false.
I just want to have a correction. Honda was not the one with blue hair, it was Fernando Torres, so we'll let you off, but he also did play for AC Milan.
So, Torres?
Yeah. Just coach you a wanker.
But not, the blue hair wasn't on Milan. Juve fan, by the way.
You know how much ball knowledge you have to correct something?
That's
and then
crazy.
still say he knows more than you?
He gave door, I can't like Kano.
Crazy work, boys.
So before we move on to round 2, we're going to switch up the order from what we think is the correct order.
After this round. So all the information we took in this round, we're going to see. Honestly, what do you guys think? Honestly, who would you put number 1?
Not number one.
Just not a spite.
Okay, we're trying to help you though, because at 6 you can see everyone's paddles answers and stuff. So
This is true, Millie.
don't worry.
Don't give him any
You guys
tips.
give me a blind.
But for now, we'll put you at 6. But you could, so just move over to
Move
6.
behind. Everyone move down 1 then.
Yeah, honestly,
But he could come back.
down 1.
This guy went from 1 to 6 in 1 round.
Two Juventini displayed some good ball knowledge.
Yeah, but he's Juventini.
Just not a spite, bro. Put him 6th.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
This is
that's 5 situation.
7.
No, I don't agree. I don't agree with
This
this,
is a
bro.
4th or 5th
I think, did you get
situation.
all of them right? I think he almost got all.
No, he knew. I would put him in the middle, though.
I think number 5 actually knows a lot.
He
too.
does. He does.
I'm not
Number
gonna-
5 is confident. He
a silent
got the
killer.
Liverpool.
Okay, who's our 1 spot for now?
I would
Gotta be
say
the
I'll
Liverpool fan.
give it to him. He knew his
I'll
stuff.
also give it to him.
Number 1 spot.
Yeah, I'm saying number 5 move up to number 2 now.
You guys go? I'm
then-
good with that.
Number 5 up to number 2.
Yeah, and
First,
then,
this Juventus bias has to get.
Listen,
you have
it's
to get rid of
creeping
it.
in. What can I say?
It's because he called you out. I get it. So contestant 5, you can move up to contestant 2, and everyone push over
right.
is fun.
And I'm honestly comfortable with this.
I am. All right. So we're gonna see you guys in round 2. So now on to round 2. And instead of testing the boys' footy knowledge, we're gonna be testing about their rule knowledge. And you may be wondering, why isn't Varvar sitting next to me? That's because Varvar had to do a little bit of an outfit change. Varvar, why don't you come and introduce yourself?
God damn.
Oh my God.
People don't really know I've been a ref. Well, I'm not a ref anymore. I'm retired right now.
Bro, he's got the reffing stance. Look at that.
VAR.
Bro, get him his winner's medal.
What a name.
If one of you guys only just, oh my God.
Or a deck. Or a deck.
Or a cut. If one of you guys only just looks at me wrong, I'm pulling out the cards.
Hey, he's got him on lock too.
Got the yellow cards and red cards too, bro.
My goodness.
Let's ask the first question. A player removes their shirt in celebration, but after a VAR review, the goal is disallowed. Does the player still receive a yellow card for the celebration? A, yes, or B, no? Does he keep the yellow card? That one was quick. Number 5 was quick.
My goodness.
Let's see who has ball knowledge.
All right. So 3, 2, 1, reveal.
Yes, A.
You can write down, yeah, that's good. Everyone said A? It was designed for everyone to say A. It was a very easy question. Yes, they get the yellow card, but don't worry, it's not going to be that easy every single time.
Varvar gave you a practice round.
That was a practice round, basically. All right, so question 2. A player takes a throw-in, but the ball doesn't enter the field of play. What should the referee do? A, the play continues. B, award a free kick to the opponent. C, retake the throw-in. Or D, give a throw-in to the opposing team. So I just throw the ball straight out. Doesn't even enter the field of play. Do I retake the throw, or do I give it to the other team, or play continues, or award a free kick?
I'm saying, I'm not giving them an answer, but if you've played footy in your life, you should know this answer 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
'Cause it's happened. It's not something that never happened.
All I'm saying is that contestant 6 looks perplexed.
I think I got
Yeah? All right, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, 1D.
D. Okay, maybe.
Okay.
D.
Okay.
And that's from someone high up on our leaderboard.
That's a number 2 spot.
Might move up to number 1
This
now.
could move you up to number 1 or move you back. You ready to take that risk?
Yeah.
The ball never went in. Any referee would retake the throw-in. Of
course.
Letter D, C.
Letter C. Listen, number 2, you were different. You were different. We appreciate that.
Write that down, though. Question 2 wrong. Write that down. Write that down.
Doesn't play footy. Written down.
Okay, question 3. A goalkeeper deliberately punches the ball away, but it bounces off their own defender and back into their hands. What should the referee do? Award an indirect free kick, allow play to continue, award a direct free kick, or give a yellow card for time wasting?
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't know.
Listen, it's a good thing I'm not up there.
I agree.
I'll tell you that right now.
Millie would have been 7th.
There might actually be a number 7 not there.
I don't know the answer either.
Number 6 doing some corrections.
Some adjustments.
This is a very rare case scenario in soccer. I've never seen this before.
I feel like 6 is pulling one of the, I wrote C too many times. I'm going to write an A right now.
No.
Switch it up.
Listen, Varvar, these ones are tough. Only refs know this.
Yeah.
To be honest, there's a reason why not everyone's a ref.
Yeah, that's why my ball knowledge is so high, right, Millie? Okay, 3, 2, 1, reveal. B.
Number 1, the only one that got it different with an A.
Can I defend myself? Deliberately. So if I'm not mistaken, A was an indirect free kick. Since it was deliberate, if the ref could tell it was deliberate enough, like there has to be some sort of consequence for that.
It's kind of spitting. He's spitting, bro.
Got to be a consequence for that.
Contestant 1, I like your train of thought. And it could keep you at number 1, but it is B, allow play to continue. The defender didn't deliberately give him the ball back, so then he's able to play with his hands.
You threw me off there.
Yeah, that was a tongue twister. That one's a tough one.
Barber fault.
You bought into the bait.
Honestly, the rankings are going to be Pretty fixed this round. I'm not going to cap. Question 4. A player deliberately takes a throw-in from the wrong location and the ball goes directly into their own goal. What's the restart? The goal stands, retake the throw-in, corner kick to the opponent, or indirect free kick?
My goodness.
So what happens if he takes the throw-in from the wrong spot and he throws it in his own net?
I'm not going to cap. I didn't know this one before I looked this up.
And you're a ref.
You're a ref, bro.
What was a ref? Key word.
Was. Got 100% on my reffing exam, by the way. Just don't want to flex on that.
You just flexed on that?
Only one of 9 in the entire country. I don't want to flex on that.
Flex literally nothing, bro.
Okay, so contestants, reveal your answer. B, B, A, B. We got 3 A's.
Our first split.
So 3 people say the goal stands, and 3 people say retake the throw-in.
My thinking, I don't even know the answer, but my thinking is the first infraction was the throw-in being taken from the wrong spot. So whatever, it's like if someone scores a goal, but no, if someone gets a red card after a disallowed goal type of thing. So my thinking is that you have to retake the throw-in, but I'm curious. I'm just as curious as them.
I agree. The internet disagrees with you.
With me?
Yeah.
What do they say?
So now retaking the throw-in is wrong, but I'm going to say goal stands is also wrong. It's corner kick to the opponent. It's a very weird rule. I didn't know this either, so don't worry. Because supposedly a throw-in, you can't score from a throw-in, correct? The ball's indirect. So if it goes behind the goal line, that technically is behind the goal line, it's a corner kick.
Where'd you get this from? Wikipedia?
Very weird rule. I don't know. ChatGPT said this, so
ChatGPT.
if I'm wrong, any professional referees, let me know.
I'm cooked. My ref is a ChatGPT ref.
I looked
so good.
100% on that test, and he says ChatGPT, bro.
I thought Anthony Taylor was bad.
No shit, you're retired.
I looked it up too.
You must have been a terrible ref, bro.
The parents of 6-year-olds would tend to disagree with that. I looked it up on Google also because I couldn't believe the answer. So Google said the same thing. Okay, so now we get the questions are done, so now we get to put them in a new ranking.
This one honestly made it actually tougher, in my honest opinion.
It made no difference to me.
No, honestly, I'm feeling number 4 should move up a bit.
Did he get all of them right?
No, but he got a decent amount of them right. A lot of them right.
I'd move him up by 1, not by 2.
But I would have moved 3 down to 4.
That's also true, yeah.
You have to find the spot for him if you want to move him up.
My
I think
goodness.
two was on the ball. One got something.
One, I don't know.
One just downgrade him, bro.
One got one wrong.
No.
One wrong. Keeping tabs.
Write that down.
Okay,
Write
Firm.
that down, bro.
Firm, do you
got
want to
it.
move 4 up? Where would you move 4 to?
4, I would put him 3rd.
Okay.
But then 3
Although
or 4?
it doesn't, yeah.
Did 5 deserve a move up this round?
No, 5 stays there. 6 stays there as well.
How was the quiz? Easy?
I went 5 for 6.
How'd you find the quiz?
Huh?
How'd you find the quiz?
It was all right. It was okay. I thought I did good.
All right, he's confident.
Little 9.5 on foot mob.
If you guys want to move him up, I don't mind.
Foot mob, he knows foot mob.
That doesn't mean much.
Is this a 5 to 3 situation?
Okay, so 4, we'll say 4, move up to number 3, so just swap spots.
Yeah, you guys.
I don't think 3 did enough. Like he didn't do any bad to get moved down to 4. It's
exactly.
unjustified.
Bro, the game is the game, bro. I don't make the rules.
What would you think?
You're the ref. You do make the
I
rules.
don't make the rules, bro. I just enforce them.
Okay. Well,
guess-
next
I don't-
round they'll move around.
Yeah, next round we're gonna have to make another adjustment.
So we'll see you guys in round 3.
So we asked them on the trivia, round 1. We asked them on the knowledge of the game, round 2. Round 3, we're gonna ask them their opinions on certain topics that we may think show ball knowledge. Paula, what questions are we gonna start asking?
So we're gonna have 3 questions, pretty subjective answers, but it'll gauge how much ball knowledge they have. So the first question, contestants, who is the most overrated player in the world right now? Simple, straightforward.
It's a tough question. A loaded question. There's a ton of players that come to mind. A lot of Milan players.
I
Especially.
was also thinking.
Definitely a lot of Milan players, but I mean, let's see if they have a different answer.
Saying that with Lautaro on your team is crazy work.
One of the best in the world, bro.
Shameless work.
Can't even beat us now.
Ballon d'Or podium.
Yeah,
Ballon d'Or podium right here.
Ballon d'Or podium, by the way. Yeah, deserved it. But I mean, we'll let them decide if Lautaro is one of them.
Contestant 1.
I'm gonna try and keep it short here because I can go on a tangent all day. Especially, you're gonna not like this First, I'm gonna say Teo Hernandez, and then I'm gonna say Rafael Leao. But you know what? This one's personal.
That's a
with
Juventus
Leao.
fan right there.
Okay, let's hear it.
This is going to be personal with Leao. I have so many friends who don't watch Serie A, who then go and claim that Rafael Leao, he's the best dribbler, he's the best goal scorer, he's fastest player. Even during your Scudetto running campaign, of course he got the MVP. Great player, absolutely. When I see this guy on the field, he does not inspire me.
Preach.
Unbelievable.
Preach.
Look at the passion.
Preach, bro.
This guy deserves a yellow card right now.
Yeah, get the red card.
I'm not even gonna go and say that I love Federico Chiesa when he was at Juve. Whatever happened there.
Whatever
happened there. But that guy, when I saw him, to me, he looked more electric. Leao is a disappointment compared to what people say. What people say he is on social media, as well as even on FIFA. All the FIFA players out there, they're gonna know. They give this guy a crazy card every year. He's not that guy.
God damn.
He's not that guy.
He's overrated, but I wouldn't say most overrated player in the world. Whatever. I respect one's opinion. Number two, who's the most overrated?
If I have to go like all time, has to be Alvaro Morata.
That's a good shout.
I would say he's underrated.
I never understood how he get big moves. Like this guy never scored more than 15 goals
That is true.
in his career as a striker. Like he always gets big moves. But right now, if I have to go with someone, will be Phil Foden.
I like
A little bit of the Foden shout. I don't know. Last couple of games.
Premier
he's
League
been-
player of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what is he doing for Man City right now?
I know, but he's turning it around. Like,
I don't think he deserved it.
No?
Don't think he deserved it. Oh my goodness. That's a conversation to have, bro. Doesn't deserve a player of the season award. My goodness.
okay.
Palmer is clear though. That's facts.
Okay. Contestant number 3.
Most overrated player right now, I think it's Emi Martinez. From
I like that.
I like that.
Right,
Bro, that gets you. That might actually push you.
There is not a single place in this world in which he is the best goalkeeper in the world right now. However, media and everyone, propaganda, they're trying to push him as God's given goalkeeper in this world. I don't see him as that. I think he's super overrated, but whatever.
This guy, that's, and I've been thinking about this for like the same amount of time. I always said it. We don't have a world's #1 goalkeeper, so the media just propagated that it's always Emi Martinez.
But it's true because you look at him like in the World Cup and you're like, wow, this guy's good. But then watch him at Aston Villa.
Contestant 2 wants to drop some wisdom here.
But one thing, look at Villa's defense.
Pau Torres,
Tyrone
Diego
Mings.
Carlos, Mings.
Pau Torres always injured. Mings always injured. The one who saved them is Emi Martinez.
Contestant 4.
Like I can name every Barcelona player.
What am sixth, bro?
High ball knowledge. High ball knowledge.
Number 2. He knows his audience.
But I'm not gonna go that way. He's not gonna like it. But I think one of the most over-glorified players is Virgil van Dijk.
Had us in the first half, bro.
This year he's picked up his form a little bit, but the last 3 years I've had to watch this guy Bluetooth defend people. He has a solid backline and one of the best goalies in the world, and this guy, no pressure on the ball, just track back like this, no pressure. I watched him in the Champions League do nothing.
No, that's crazy.
It is crazy because Trent.
It's just Ibrahim Konate most of the time plays better than him. It's just
Damn, bro.
that's just my opinion. But
It's an opinion, but like, I mean, Robertson's getting older. Trent was never known for his like elite defending as a fullback, and his other center back pairing, it's always injured. It's Konate getting injured. Gomez, he had Kwanzaa. He started the season with Kwanzaa. I don't know.
He's a cornerstone.
Yeah, I think
He played with Nat Phillips. He played with Kabak, I think.
yeah, great player. One good season 2019, and then just they took off.
No. Yeah, one of the best primes ever.
Bro, you're about to welcome. This is your Kodak moment. Welcome to the big league, bro. Because those comments are going to be cooking. Contestant number 5.
It's going to be controversial. I need you guys to brace yourselves, okay? This is going to require some explaining. The most overrated, he's not a bad player, Lamine Yamal.
That's a 6, bro. I didn't think there was a way of putting you
It might be the end of me, but it's Lamine Yamal.
that way.
I think
great
he has
player.
a point. He has a point.
He's a great.
To a certain degree, he has a.
I'm listening, bro.
He's a
Let's
great
explain.
player with a lot of potential.
Agreed.
But let's be real. It was one tournament. Chiesa did the same. Chiesa did the same thing, and where's Chiesa now?
Never mind,
Liverpool.
never mind.
Chiesa? There's Chiesa? Yamal. Like
Ain't
it's
no
like
way. The most overrated. I'm saying Yamal is here, and you guys put him here. You know, like he's great.
He lost it at just
but-
one tournament. That's
Bro, that's crazy.
I mean, we'll see. I could be wrong.
No,
Maybe
but you
this
guys
is the end of
give
me.
him a little bit of
No, seven.
No, because we treat him like he's a developed 20-year-old.
2 words. Kenan Yildiz. Clear.
Clear. Yeah, that way. That way.
we're gonna have multiple
Or cancel
people.
that just for the rankings. I'll take that back.
Yildiz.
Realistic, you should have said
Rafinha. That's even worse.
Forward.
Why are you talking, bro? I made my decision. He's a Ballon d'Or front runner.
I made my decision already.
Okay.
like that. Everyone thinks Yamal's the best player.
Nobody rates Rafinha like that, bro. Try doing
Rafinha's overrated.
Try doing a podcast with these brothers.
We all say Rafinha's the best in the world right now.
Been having the best season.
Insane work.
Contestant 6.
Yeah.
I'm gonna back him up. Of course.
You have like
Look, everyone puts Yamal as one of the top wingers in the world when he's not even top 2 in his team.
Bro, we
Rafinha
should've
and
known.
Lewandowski scored almost every goal against Madrid. Yamal has 2 against us in El Clasico.
Overlap both of these guys and you say
That's not even my answer though. You guys are gonna hate me more. Barmer's gonna hate me more.
Bro, they got a nice club going on 5 and 6 in that corner, bro. Club 56.
It's because they put him as one of the best wingers in the world. Salah is levels above him, levels. People put Yamal par with him. Anyways, my answer was gonna be Bruno Fernandes, and he's
Bro,
That was my second answer.
Bruno Fernandes is one of the worst midfielders in the world.
if you
and he's
stick with that,
overrated.
there's a conversation. So it's up to you. You want to do
No, it's too late. He's
already locked in Yamal.
He said
No. Bruno Fernandes was my answer. I just backed him up.
Okay, that's his answer.
Okay.
He was just making sure he spun the block twice.
Do I take a note of that?
My goodness. Okay, so Bruno
Shocking
Fernandes
level of ball
overrated.
knowledge.
Confirmado oficial.
That's a Barva rage bait. Right
Shocking low level of ball knowledge.
exactly. Nothing.
Take a note.
Nothing shocking there.
Contestants, your last chance to prove your ball knowledge. And the question is simple. Which player was the biggest wasted potential wonder kid of all time?
It's a good one.
That's a guy number one saying like it's an easy answer, bro.
Guys, this is an easy answer. This is easily Neymar. This guy could have been number 1. When I say number 1, this guy could have been at the top number 1 of all time.
I really thought you
Look where he's
couldn't
now.
choke the first spot on
Like
this
this is
list.
the last question.
You really choked.
Neymar.
But would you not say that Neymar had the talent to be the
He was
best?
the best player in the world.
But he could have been the best of all time.
When?
When?
2018,
No, he wasn't the best player in the world.
2019, he was the best player in the world.
Not the best player in the world.
Okay, bro.
He was top 3. No, this guy had the potential for anything he wanted. Of course, he had a fantastic career. One of the best of all time, arguably. You know what? We'll say conservatively, top 3 in Brazil's history. Most goals for Brazil.
Okay.
Like if this guy won a World
Agreed.
Cup, if this guy stayed at Barcelona, won a few more Champions Leagues, maybe if he even won a Champions League at PSG, if he locked in the last 3 years, this guy's legacy, he genuinely could have gone down as like top 3, if not the greatest of all time.
Contestant 2, what do you think?
Neymar was a great shot, to be honest. But I'll say Atem Ben Arfa.
Ben Arfa.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a cult right there. The Ben Arfa cult.
For me, he was the best in his generation, like the same generation as Karim Benzema, Jeremy Menez. He could have become like Messi level, I think. Messi level.
That's a very
Messi level is crazy.
Ben Arfa. I think that's a bit of a stretch to reach those. But no, he was very good. His comps are very, very good. I'm not gonna lie.
He was very good, so I'll say Hatem Ben Arfa.
Okay, that was not a bad answer. It wasn't a good answer, but
So I know you asked for 1, but I still want to give 2 if I can. I want to give Pato from Milan. That was one of the greatest wasted talent that we ever seen. The guy, he could have been probably number 5, top 10 in the world easily. Unfortunately, the injuries and everything, well, he wasn't top shape, so it's a waste talent. The second one, it's Mario Balotelli. Yes, he had a great career, but if you look at Erling Haaland these days and Balotelli and his prime, Balotelli had probably the potential to be top 5, top goal scorer in the Champions League, in Serie A. He went near that, but he could have been much more than what he was. So
That's an number 4.
It's not really wasted talent because he's always been a good player, but I think that he could have been one of the best players to ever play, Karim Benzema. 2022.
God damn.
You had it, bro. You had it.
That's a cut.
You had it, bro. You had to fuck it up.
Let me explain it to you. He had one season where he showed everyone what he was about, but he was always in the shadows.
You're a Madrid fan?
I am. Bro, he was always in the shadows of just the
Where do we
biggest
find
names.
these motherfuckers?
God damn.
No. Like, look, I think he could have been like at the next level. Like,
Brother,
He was there, bro.
For 1 year.
He won Madrid a CL by himself, basically.
That was at the end of his career.
At the end of his career, I'm saying that when he came from Lyon, imagine on the other team where he's not surrounded by Ronaldo.
Yeah, but he's still competing with Ronaldo and Messi.
Yeah, but he wasn't really. But like that's not the like James Rodriguez.
There was a little incident for that.
A little incident.
Lock in James.
I don't know. I kind of agree with the Benzema shout more than the James shout because
He's a Ballon d'Or winner.
Benzema is not on the same legacy as Suarez.
And you would be
Yes,
number
he is.
6 on this
No,
list.
he wouldn't. Bro,
So
you
it
would
makes
be-
sense.
You would be off the set, bro. You would be in the room next door. Bro, Karim Benzema is not Suarez. Like, we don't put them at the same level. I don't. Most people
Ballon d'Or winner.
They're in the same echelon of striker.
Suarez clear.
Suarez clear. Benzema had the skill to be Suarez level. Suarez wasn't doing anything that Benzema wasn't.
Michael Owen won a Ballon d'Or. Is he better than Suarez?
Ooh, number one.
Some would say
Number one is keeping his spot.
not us because we're Juventus fans, but others would say that Pavel Nedved won a Ballon d'Or. So anyone can win a Ballon d'Or.
Over Thierry Henry, by the way.
Just saying.
Remember that.
Fraudulent.
Robbed.
Contestant 5.
Listen, we hinted at it before. I'm a Chelsea fan, so this one hits close to home, but nothing screams wasted talent more than Oscar. This guy was a baller, went to Wuhan stand up.
Got the bag though.
I don't know, he disappeared off the face of the earth. He went
Did
to
you just
China.
name Wuhan or you know it's Wuhan?
No, I have no idea, but it's somewhere around.
Ganzhou.
It's the
That's
guy.
where are my cards? That's a card right there.
That's a 6th spot right now.
Point is, Oscar, he left and was a great player. Could have done big things. Unfortunately, I mean, he took the bag in China. Like, can't blame the guy, but would have loved to see him win the CL with the boys in blue. So, yeah. No.
Contestant 6, I know you've been hiding back there.
Well, I would have said Neymar, but I've gone to many arguments with people saying if Neymar did the potential he would have had, he would have passed Ronaldo, which is out of hand. If he lived up to his potential, he would have never passed Ronaldo, but it's not even a question.
Wearing a Ronaldo.
So I would say,
Checks off.
I would say for even as a Madrid fan, he has scored the best Champions League final goal of all time, but he retired young. He went to golf. Gareth Bale is, I think, the most underrated player
That's a
of
good
all
answer.
time.
Yeah, that is a good
I
answer.
6
think
might move up.
he should be one of the best.
He's a Real fan.
That brother been locked in number 6, bro. He might
Top
move
3
up.
wingers of all time if Gareth Bale lived up.
People don't compare him to Neymar, but low-key, I think Bale should have been in that Neymar conversation.
Yeah, that's 100%.
Gareth Bale was one of my favorite players ever.
100%. That just shows me my answer.
Some discussions need to be held amongst us boys because we're gonna have to decide if we like this order, we're gonna have to switch it up.
So we get a little caucus going.
Bro, pause. We're gonna say caucus like that. Don't touch me, bro. Chill. God damn.
So after the 3rd round, we've had some discussions, and I think we got a pretty solid understanding of what this order is. Barvar, why don't you read out who we think is number 1?
Number 1, and it pains me to say this because the club he supports, there's not many people who have high ball knowledge, but it seems like he does. Giordano go to number 1. Congratulations, we think you have the highest ball knowledge and you did the best out of the test.
Although the Neymar shot was still kind of crazy.
Yeah, insanity, but it was out of my control.
We'll let it slide.
If it were up to me, but it's not up to me.
He's shown enough to stay in that number 1 spot.
Number 2, Iñaki.
And he's moved up a couple spots.
Moved up from the 4th spot.
A late riser. It's a late
Barcelona
riser.
bias, unfortunately.
Clutched up near the end there.
The Benzema shout, even though it wasn't good for me, swayed some members of the jury. Number 3, Steve, please join.
With the Liverpool kid.
When we saw that Gravenberch kid, that Liverpool kid, we knew that this guy knew definitely.
You don't just buy a Gravenberch kit
for the vibe.
If it were solely up to me, though, Steve would have moved up.
I agree.
Agreed.
I was just about to say, like,
So who made this list?
No, but this is just the way the cookies crumbled, my friend.
This is just the way.
I thought he had good shouts.
Number 4, Mark, please join us.
I feel like he's a specialist. He knows a lot about Serie A, But that might have affected his
Did mention Pato.
There were a couple of questions on that quiz that weren't Serie A related.
So we're banking on the fact that maybe he got those a little wrong.
Number 5. Michael, please join us in the room.
Uncontested number 5.
Listen, that's a number 5 mainstay right there.
He's been there and he ends there.
Listen.
I'm not leaving.
There ain't leaving.
He's mainly 5 because 6 didn't do enough to move up to 5.
He had his chance.
Now 6, you know who you are. Just join us in the room.
No introduction.
And it's quite poetic that 6 is wearing the Ronaldo kit. It's almost like it was. I'm not saying it. All right. So now that you guys are all in your spots we assigned you, can you guys go into your actual order?
I like that 6.
I knew it.
No, 6 moving back. Oh!
Hey, yo!
No
Go
way.
back to your spot.
No, you ain't fooling nobody.
Bro, just get the fuck back in the
No,
line.
there's no way.
Wait.
I ain't fucking leaving.
Is this for real?
Is this the actual order?
No, this is unbelievable.
So our number 5 is actually our number 1.
And I would have put him 7 if we had a 7.
Bro, the amount of bad shouts you had.
Egregious. What was your score?
Guys, I'm just a ball knowledge.
What did you get?
My middle name is ball knowledge. 28 on 30.
28 on 30?
That's a good score, bro.
Yeah, he cheated for sure.
No, that's
Phone out and everything.
That's
Wait,
insane.
but it seems like we got some of the order correct.
No, we got one.
Yeah, that's what
We got one right.
We got 2.
We'll take something. Okay, 2, what did you get on the test?
My fall off needs to be studied. I got a 27 on 30.
27!
We were 1 off!
Might as well have been 1
It might as
anyways.
well be 1.
Goodness gracious.
3?
26.
Oh, they were all close. They were all very close.
Contestant 4?
23.
Okay, there's a
23,
drop
okay.
off. There's a drop
It
off.
wasn't that much of a drop, but you know, the distinction.
I had 23 as well.
Okay,
Oh,
so
so
Tie.
Okay.
We had a draw.
17.
17!
We took the little
So we
wins.
weren't off. We weren't too off with that number 6.
So guys,
shot.
we were 1 for 6 if I'm not mistaken. Well,
2 for 6.
technically because they had the same score.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Yak, we kept them at the 3.
Okay.
We just got 5 wrong. If we had placed 5 here, we would have gotten 6 for 6.
You know what? I gotta shake your hand. You deceived
Let me shake your hand.
Shake your hand.
We just put 5 first.
I don't know, but it should have happened.
Fair enough.
Anyways, guys, thank you for watching, and shout out to all the patrons. You see them flying across the screen right now. These are all the GOATs. And yeah, thank you guys for coming out to the video, and we'll see you guys next week.